All right, guys. So we got part two coming up. Next set of questions. Hope you enjoy.
We're back at it.
Back at it again, like we never left.
Boom. Hey! The next question is, do you prefer your attractive young lady with a little wagon?
Yep. She dragging that wagon. Do you prefer her with a fatty? And I can't say I'm too surprised, but 95% said yes. No one said no. No one said without. And 5% said it doesn't matter. I used to be a part of the doesn't matter crew, but I've come to, the older I've gotten, I've seen enough where I'm like, I appreciate the shape of a woman back there when it's well round, when it's round, especially when it's round and brown, bruh. My black women, y'all kill it back there, and I have to say I'm a part of the yes, preferably.
Yeah, I like a little dump truck. You know,
Little beep, beep,
yeah,
beep. When you backing that thing up and it's beep.
yeah. It's like, but it's crazy how, let's just say back in the '60s, that wasn't an attractive thing, and then as time went on, an ample bottom was like, oh yeah. And it's funny, people now are starting to body shame Coyle Ray. Like, people are pissed about that because they talking about her little shook soda butt.
A little DirecTV remote.
Yeah. I mean, I guess little booties matter. I don't got no ass, but I like an ample bottom. I like an ample
just
bottom.
enough that you can grab, you can palm it,
Yeah.
you can kiss it, you can flip it, you can hit it, smack it, all
And
of
you
that.
can even reverse it. Shout out to Missy Elliott. The next question is, do you like a woman with a nice rack on her?
So I can't even say I'm surprised about this. 15% said yes, 5% said no. That's a little surprising,
Yeah.
because like if you're saying without, then you like your chicks flat chested. I don't know. And then 80% said doesn't matter, which I was expecting that, because with dudes, most of the time, if she got a fatty, black dudes don't care if
Yeah.
her boobies is a little small. If she got a fatty, it's like it makes up for all of it.
Yeah.
Me personally, I just like titties. Like, if you could have B cup, C cup, you can even have the tank top titties. You know what tank top titties are? Tank top titties. You remember in Baby Boy when Yvette had that tank top on and she was making them tacos, where her titties weren't big enough for a bra, but they were small. They were small enough for the tank top,
Yeah.
but just the right size where she could wear the tank top, and you could tell that she had a little something. That's why I call it tank top titties. I don't care, as long as I'm more strict on how the areola and the nipple look than the size, because I've had chicks where they got that rare. It's no areola. It's just all nipple.
Oh, a ghost nipple?
Yeah, it's just all nipple. You be like, where the areola at? Like,
Yeah.
I wanted an areola.
I've seen it on Twitter. It's called a ghost nipple, or yeah.
Like a ghost pepper?
Yeah.
Out here with ghost nipple?
Word of the day, ghost nipple. That's when your areola is the same color as the rest of the breast. The next question is, do you prefer one with or without pretty feet?
So, 35% said with. 5% said without, which I'm surprised again. And 60% said doesn't matter. I'm definitely...
Doesn't matter. What?
Yeah, I prefer pretty feet. I actually kind of got a little foot fetish. I've accepted that over the years, and it's not like to the point where I obsess over feet. Like, I'm gonna be out here paying for for foot pics.
You
no.
drinking soda out of a shoe?
Yeah, no. But like if I'm dating a woman I'm already feeling and then her feet pretty, like I can just look at her feet and that'll turn me on. Like if she got pretty feet, oh yeah, especially if they pretty and they small, bro, it's a wrap. And then throw on that anklet or
with the white
the
toe
ankle
combo.
brace,
With the white toe combo.
bruh, I'm about to throw my hat.
With the white toe combo.
Oh.
Yeah, I like me a good pretty foot. Yeah, I would agree. I don't got a foot fetish, but it's something about some pretty feet. I'm like,
and honestly, truly, get me lit enough, I suck on you. Like if I know her hygiene on point and her feet pretty, she come in the room fresh out the shower. Cause you know when you got the legs up here, it be there anyway, and you be seeing them little pretty toes.
they be pitter pattering.
Yeah. But it gotta be like the small feet. You can't have feet my size. I wear 13. Like your foot can't be around my size.
Hey yo,
I got this big ass foot in my face, and then I'm about to start. Nah, like I don't need a big toe in my mouth that's the size of my thumb. Nah, I'm good. Ooh, we got a real question now.
Do you prefer your woman who takes or doesn't take accountability for her actions?
We made a video about this. If you didn't watch it, you need to.
Check it out.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
Link
if
in
you
the
haven't yet.
description.
Boom. So 90% said yes, which I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised at this one because of how the other ones went. I'm surprised we ain't had that one variable that went the no route, but 0 said without. So everybody, 90% wants their woman with accountability. 10% is willing to have her be a little bit toxic. 10% said doesn't matter. Me, if it depends on the level of it. Like if we're already dating and I'm seeing it like, okay, she's not taking accountability for certain things. But if you pay attention, you can see that beforehand, like with certain things that because some women do it playfully, like, oh, don't be mad at me. But then there's others who y'all are arguing because she refuses to take accountability. And that's when, it's a no for me, my guy. It's a no for me, dog.
But some dudes like that kind of stuff though. They like the post argument sex. I don't. I am 30-some years old. I'm gonna take responsibility for my actions. You take responsibility for your actions. It is what yes, I want you to have accountability.
Yeah, like what we need to argue for? So you can raise my blood pressure, then we have sex to raise my blood pressure some more? No. Like if you want that, because like you said, some people like the anger bang. If you want the anger bang, throw something at me. Pluck me, hit me, and that way I know. Like have a little signal where you like, I'm like, dang. Oh, you want some D? All right, I got you.
The next one is, do you prefer a woman who has patience? What you mean by patience? What do you mean?
All right, like you know how, let's say you take a little longer than expected and she wild out. It'd be like it'd be a couple minutes. Because I've dated that woman before. Where she's like, all right, I'm gonna be 10 minutes. And 45 minutes later, I'm still waiting in the car for her to come outside. And then when she comes outside, I shouldn't be upset with her. It's baby, be understanding. But if it's reverse and she's waiting on me, and let's say she tells me to be ready at 9 and I come outside at 9:06, you took forever. Like, what were you in there doing? I'm like, it was just 6 minutes. And that's just a small example. Because there's other examples too. Like, I just don't, for me, it's a yes. So the percentage is 30% said yes, 10% said no, 60% says doesn't matter. Like, cause I'm a very patient guy. And with that, I have at times compromised, and I have put up with people who don't match my level of patience. And I get that. You're probably not going to match my level because I'm a very patient dude. But I just don't have it be a double standard. The hypocrisy, that's when I'm like, yeah, if you're always late, like if we're always late because of you, and then the one time I'm late, don't fuss me out. Especially if I'm never fussing you out when you're late. Yeah, don't fuss me out, because then I'm gonna get a little upset.
Yes, I'm the type of person, I hate being late. I'm not the most punctual person, but that is, I wouldn't say it's a trigger, but I have patience when it comes to that kind of stuff. You know, just don't make it a habitual thing. And I want a girl with patience. Yeah, I have a girl with patience sometimes. So the next
We already
question.
had 45 minutes. I may or may not break this up into 2 parts.
So you want to stop it now?
No, I'm gonna let it keep rolling, and then probably just do a half part 1, and then the other half part 2, depending on how. But you never know. Our small demographic of followers subscribers might be cool with it, because we already have 45 minutes, and we got another 15 to go. Yeah.
Cool. So the next question is, do you prefer a woman who accepts you for you? Is that pretty much it?
No, this one is more so her emotions, like with or without emotional.
I skipped the question. My bad.
No, you good.
Let me start that again. So the next question is, do you prefer a woman with or without emotional availability?
So I feel like there's some people who still don't get it, like they ain't do their homework, because 80% did say yes, but the 5% that said no, I'm like, are you crazy? Like, you know how difficult it is to be in a relationship with somebody who's not emotionally available, like, and then 15% said doesn't matter. So I'm like, did y'all study? Did y'all read the homework, or did y'all just pick an answer? Because male or female, why would you want to be with somebody who's like emotionally unavailable, who just, they keep you on the outside? And I guess maybe is guys out here that just want the sex in the relationship, or that could be the you young ones.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I need you to be emotionally available. Maybe they just saw emotional.
Oh yeah.
And then, I don't know.
Yeah, you need to be emotionally available for me. Like, I like to talk situations out and figure out stuff. You know, I agree with that saying that men are dumb. Like, I can't read everything, so I like to talk stuff out. And yeah, you got to be emotional, babe. You can't just block it off, and we're trying to have a conversation, especially if it's a conversation about our relationship. So that's a definite yes for me.
Hopefully that didn't mess up the audio. I know, right?
So the next question is, do you prefer a woman who accepts you for you? Right? Is that pretty much?
Pretty much. Like, basically, will she accept you and the activities, the things that you do? Like, there's some women who I've seen it, oh, I ain't dating no nigga that still play video games, or I ain't dating no. Basically, is she accepting? Like, when y'all date, she might not participate in the things with you, but does she let you do your own little thing over there? So 75% said yes, 0 said without, and 25% said it doesn't matter. I'm still wondering about y'all. Like, the doesn't matter. Like, y'all just don't care. It gotta be the young niggas, because I need you to like. I'm completely fine with the intimacy of, you know, us spending time together, getting to know each other. That's cool. But if we don't have all of the same hobbies, I need my time. Just like I'm gonna give you your time.
Yeah, I agree
like
with that.
You might have a chick who she likes to watch Law and Order or NCIS, and that might not be your thing. And you give her her hour. You might sit there with her and watch it. Sometimes you might not. I might want my time to, you know, I hop on the game for a little bit, and she understands that. She giving me my space. Or I hit the basketball court or the gym with the fellas, or I go and do something. Yeah, so you need that acceptance.
Oh yeah, I agree with that. That's a definite yes for me. Especially when being a nerd, some people don't like it. They're like, oh well, no grown man should watch anime. No grown man should
read comic books.
Yeah, no grown man should play video games. I do all that, and if you can't accept that, then
Listen, we were fortunate to be raised in the hood, but a little cultured. I've seen people get shot, and I also watch anime. So it's like, I was fortunate to get a little bit of both. And I feel like it's nothing wrong with it as long as, you embrace your passions and what you like. Everybody should be accepting of everybody's little stuff.
Because even when y'all break up, Batman was there before you, Batman will be there after you.
Yep.
Remember that.
So don't rattle the cages.
Yeah, don't rattle the cages. So the next question is, do you prefer an intelligent woman? Do you prefer a woman without, that can hold a conversation,
You niggas are weird. So 70% said yes. Why not 100? 5% said without. What is your problem? Honestly, what is your problem? 25% said doesn't matter. Now, in a sense, I get the doesn't matter compared to the next question. And you'll see what I'm saying when we get to the next question. Because you can learn book smarts. Book smarts is something that can be, it's a learned thing. Like, she can always be an active reader and everybody can get smarter. But I still wouldn't want to go into a relationship where I'm looking at the person and in my head I'm like, oh, you're dumb.
You got to dumb down your conversation and yeah.
Like, nah, I don't got time for that.
Yeah. Like, you don't got to be a genius. And there's always going to be stuff that, she's not going to know, just like it's always going to be stuff that I don't know. But if we can't hold an intelligent conversation about, regular topics, even if we don't understand, the full gamut of that topic, we still should be able to have some kind of conversation. You still need to tell me that, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
You need to know what a nucleus is.
Yeah, A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
Yeah.
So I would say I'm in the middle. Like, you don't gotta be a genius, but as long as we can hold a decent conversation,
As long as you're open to learn, that's the most important part.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't like people who they get mad when certain things. Like, oh, you think you smart, or you think, nah, I read.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'll never forget, somebody came over my house and they saw my bookshelf and she was like, oh, you read? And I was so offended. I was like, oh, all right. Okay.
I feel like that's worse than that Walbrook comment. You remember that from we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about
That's a story for another day.
Great White Buffalo.
So you want to move on to the next question?
Yeah.
So the next question is, do you prefer a woman with, I don't like those numbers. Do you prefer a woman without common sense?
40%, only 40% said yes. 40% said no. And 20% said doesn't matter. What is wrong with you niggas? Like, it's common sense. This one she has to come with. This one is like if you buy a system, an Xbox, or you buy a DVD player, it's supposed to come with the cords. Mm-hmm. Like, that's the common sense. It can't function without the power cord. Like, bruh. Like, what is... You can't really learn common sense. That's why I was saying, like, you can learn book smart. If let's say she graduated from high school but didn't go to college. She can still learn. Common sense, you can't learn common sense. It don't work that way. God either gave it to you or he didn't.
I have no explanation. It's just a yes. Like, no more, no less. So, the next question is, do you prefer a woman with a nice voice?
So 90%, screw the common sense, but she gotta sound good to me. Like 90% said yes, 0 said no. So y'all certain about the nice voice. 10% said doesn't matter. I would probably be doesn't matter. Like I've seen and met plenty of chicks that were gorgeous and kind of had a nigga voice, like with a little raspy, like a little on the. She sound like her father, like a little on the raspy side, on the little baritone tenor. I give a tenor, but yeah, it just as long as it's not annoying. Like
Yeah.
the voices that I can't stand on a woman is the baby voice. The women who put on the baby. We used to have a friend, I ain't gonna say her name, in college that used to put on the baby voice. Yeah, and it's just annoying.
Oh.
Yeah, like every time she did it, I just be like, bruh, I'm walking in the other room.
Like, shut up.
Yeah, I don't like especially if you begging for something or like you're not a baby. Like, stop it.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me. That's not one of the things I look for in a chick,
Yeah.
but wow. So the next question is, do you prefer a woman with or without drama?
You niggas show violence today, cause 5% said yes. So clear, we know y'all like it toxic. 85% said no. 85% said without. I'm definitely a part of that 85%. 10% said doesn't matter. Like it matters. It matters.
Oh, yeah.
It matters over time.
Oh yeah.
Like I'm fine with a little, cause you know how some women don't know how to flirt. You know those women who flirting for them is
Being mean to you?
being mean to you.
Yeah.
Like they don't really know how to just like flirt with their femininity. It's more like they hitting you, they talking about how you dressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like I get the joking type of drama, but if it's every time I see you starting something,
Or was it mixy?
mm-hmm.
You're real mixy.
Cause I dated a chick that said that's how she showed that she loved me. Like I get on your nerves because that's how I'm toxic. You are toxic.
I don't like drama. I be chilling. I don't like being around it. I don't even like being around a lot of people at once. Like, and so just being around a lot of dramatic people, not for me at all. The next question is, do you prefer a woman with a good moral compass?
So I'm surprised more and more as these questions go on. 70% said yes. 5% said without. 25% said it doesn't matter. So basically, you cool with a chick out here with no morals. I guess if it's in a sense of like I need to do something like rob a bank and she riding with me. But that's an extreme, like I just pulled that out of my ass. Like that's an extreme example right there. Like good moral compass, like yeah, I would like her to be, you know,
a good person.
A person with decency and honor and integrity. Like come on now.
Well, then I think a lot of times, like if you ask that question, because you can look at morals two different ways. You can look at morals as in being a good person. You know, do you pay your tithes? Do you feed the homeless? You know, and then you can also look at it like, will she give you a hand job in front of her mother? Because you can look at it like that. I mean, that's bad morals. You give somebody a hand job in front of their family.
Like, you know those people
So
back
that
in the
might be
day,
how they could read it too.
Yeah, sleeping in they, like, doing it in their parents'
Yeah.
beds and stuff like that.
Yeah. So I mean, it's two ways you can look at it. Are you a good person? Do you have to be a good person? Yes.
Yeah. Like, I
But
don't need you. Yeah, don't give me a hand job in front of your mother. We can get freaky and like we can do something freaky in like a public place.
Yeah.
But like in front of our parentals, I still want you to respect your. I'm not saying that like we go to your parents' place for the holidays and they sleep, like, you know how they put you in 2 different rooms.
Yeah.
We can meet up somewhere and get it in real quick.
Like the den.
That's fine. But like if we at the dinner table and you put your hand in my pocket and you trying to get me aroused and you stick your hand down my pants and you trying to do something, like, then I'm just like, come on now. Because I'm going to look. You ain't the one that's going to get in trouble. I'm going to be the one that's probably going to get judged.
Oh, yeah. Why are you doing this to my daughter? Like, what?
Or
Like,
ever since she got with you. Yeah, I'm straight on that.
So I mean that might be how they were looking at it too. That's how I looked. I looked at it 2 different ways, but
I guess.
you know,
Like, we'll give you a pass for that one, but the other ones y'all trifling.
The next one is do you prefer an honest woman? You know, do you prefer a girl or a woman that's upfront with you? Just keep it real.
This one, the numbers aren't the worst. It's still at 5%, but the numbers aren't the worst. 95% said yes. 0 said no. 5 said the 5 said doesn't matter. Like, you don't care if she lying to you. You already know how I feel about a lie.
Yeah.
Like, everybody lies. Whether it's a small lie of, you know, oh, I'm sick, I can't come into work. Everybody has the little lies or whatever. But it's a difference when you are, once you get to the point where you're comfortable with lying, where you're lying and don't even realize you're doing it without effort. Like, the person asks you a question and the first thing out your mouth is a lie. Before you even just, that's when it's a problem for me. Like, honesty is, to me, still the best policy. Because if something happens where I got to be honest with you, I'd rather hurt your feelings with the truth than give you ammunition to be telling people, oh, he a liar, he lied about this. Yeah, I'd rather just, you know, it might sting. You might ask me, do you look fat in that dress? And I'm gonna tell you, yeah, you in that badonkadonk. But yeah, I'd rather just tell you the truth, rip it off like a Band-Aid. You gonna respect me. Like, at least you know I'm not lying to you.
Facts. And then keep it moving.
Yeah,
I agree.
pretty much.
Yeah, it's a yeah for me. Yeah, no more, no less. No explanation needed.
I like this question.
So, the next question is, do you prefer a woman with or without a record?
So 30% said yes. I don't even know what to say to that. 30% of the 40 males who did this survey prefer their women with a record. 50% said no. And then another 20% said it doesn't matter. It depends on what the record is. Like, of course, if it's something extreme, like she got a couple murder charges, and I'm probably looking at her like,
I mean, but then you gotta ask her, like, what was it for?
yeah.
Especially if she's out, you gotta ask her.
Nope.
When I talk about that.
So for me, it doesn't matter if it's like a misdemeanor, if it's something like, because I've been arrested before. I've been arrested twice, and never been to prison, but I've been to jail. You know, I've done my I could have been arrested more. The dumb shit I was doing growing up,
Bro,
like, stealing cars and shit. Like, so I can't even judge on certain things. But, you know, if she's matured, she's changed, she's a new woman. Like, I'm out now and I'm
Yeah.
I'm starting a new leaf. Yeah, we cool. But if it's something like kidnapping and assault and battery, she might assault you.
What my thing is, why do you prefer a woman with a record? Like
That's what I could see if the 30% that said yes was over on the doesn't matter side. Like if it was 50 no, 50 without, 50 doesn't matter, I could get that. But you just straight up like, yes,
Y'all
I want my woman. Do you want your woman with a record? Yes. I believe
Will
that.
she beat
yes.
me? Will she slap me? I'll take that. Does she steal? I want that.
Yeah, that's your. I need a ride or die, nigga.
Mm-hmm. I'm on it doesn't matter. You know, we all done dumb shit when we was younger. You know,
This is true.
and you know, you just happen to get caught. You do dumb shit, you're not good at it, so you get caught and it just happens. So I mean, I'm on it doesn't matter. It just depends on what it like. If you on like if it's like big charges stuff, they give you football numbers for. That doesn't include like selling drugs. Nah, I'm good.
There you go.